Now this is where the scale of this home really starts to impress me. The lighting, these windows, this view, like this is where you rule the world from.
I'm Sara Gore, and welcome to Open House NYC, everyone. We've got another great show this week filled with unique homes, and we are getting started at this gorgeous Gilded Age townhouse on the Upper East Side. From its regal facade to its impressive interiors, this home is a visual treat everywhere you look. Featuring classic millwork, ornate ceiling moldings, stained glass windows, and marble fireplace surrounds. The lavish primary suite, the best of 8 amazing bedrooms, occupies almost the entire 3rd floor and has just about everything you need to make you feel like royalty. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm George Vanderploeg from Douglas Elliman, and welcome to 10 East 67th Street. This limestone mansion was built in 1899. It was designed by C.P.H. Gilbert, who was as famous in his day as architect Stanford White. This is a true mansion, 26 feet wide, 13,000 square feet on 7 levels and 7 bedrooms. And you see that when you step into this large and elegant entrance hall with cast iron staircase, front doors, and a marble fireplace, all making this a suitable space to greet guests for large dinners and parties. Behind the entrance hall on the garden level is a comfortable seating area around a wood-burning fireplace, an informal dining table, French doors leading to the garden, and a professional kitchen. Special attention has been paid to materials in this kitchen. Marble countertops, white subway tile, and a stainless steel prep area. It also has top-of-the-line appliances and a big pantry. This is a very functional and comfortable space. The parlor floor consists of living room, dining room, and library. Here in the living room, you can appreciate the curved facade in these 4 large windows flooding the room with light. It also has 14-foot ceilings and original restored crown moldings. And the living room has another wood-burning fireplace with a white marble mantel. Here you feel as though you've really stepped back into the Gilded Age. As we step into the library, look at these amazing original mahogany pocket doors. Located in the back of the house, this quiet library is a refuge and a place for more intimate conversation. The dining hall is the most English room in this French-style house. Carved oak paneling and wainscoting, a Victorian stone and marble fireplace, and leaded glass windows. Just imagine a Thanksgiving dinner in here with a roaring fire and 100 lit candles. The primary suite occupies the entire 3rd floor. The architect placed the primary bedroom in the front with the curved facade and the beautiful light coming through the very large windows. Unlike most of the mantels in the house, which are French Rococo, this one is Italian Renaissance. The volume of all the rooms in the house is incredible. Even here on the 3rd floor, we have 12-foot ceilings. There's an adjoining bathroom with a soaking tub, and here is a 300-square-foot dressing room. Completing the primary floor, this is the most elegant home office I've ever seen. Now there's one more place I have to show you. And the crowning jewel of the house is the sunny roof garden with glass dining pavilion and outdoor fireplace. It's a great place to entertain or to unwind after a long day. This is one of the most exquisite Gilded Age mansions in New York City on one of the finest blocks, and I'm so happy I could show it to you.
Coming up just after the break, we are Beverly Hills bound for a look at this stylish update of a mid-century classic. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. When architect, designer, and developer Amr Samaha first saw this next property, beautiful wasn't exactly the word that came to mind. But he saw the potential in this mid-century modern Beverly Hills home, and what followed was a stunning reinvention. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Amr Samaha with Samaha Studios. Welcome to Shady Brook. One of the main things that I wanted to be able to achieve is a ranchette-style home in the heart of Beverly Hills. And one of the most important things was tactility for this house. I was able to achieve that by fusing this beautiful cobblestone with a lot of aggregate. We have a lot of limestone and travertine floors, and not to forget these beautiful doors that I designed for the entry. This is actually inspired by vernacular Egyptian architecture, and it allows for the diffusion of light into the space without compromise for privacy. And as you can see, it's a whole experience even before you've gone inside. Come on in, I'll show you the rest. We infused a lot of beautiful details in this living room. You can see these sconces that don't draw too much attention to themselves by being the same color and material palette as the rest of the walls. Moving around into these beautiful cabinetry, we opted for French white oak, and in opting for lighter tones, you really make the space feel a lot larger than what it actually is. And adding those minor details that are darker gives you that depth and perspective. As you can see here, we have the back of this corten steer fireplace, which actually also serves as a media console. It's somewhat concealed, but I really think it's a beautiful detail. Wrapping around the corten steel centerpiece, you're greeted by this dining room. We've also built in a beautiful bar that has this wonderful Cipollino marble. One other feature that I really love about this dining room space is that I was able to bring the corten steel fireplace color palette right into this chandelier. And this tactility is the same touch and feel that you get across the entire home. So the touch and feel that I was talking about continues into every part of the kitchen. As you can see here, we opted for beautiful brass pulls, and in that same vein, no pun intended, we used honed Cipollino marble, which adds a lot of visual character. And it was the same thing that we did when we decided to choose unlacquered brass for our kitchen faucet, as we wanted the entire home to be able to age with grace. And as we move over into the primary suite, you're greeted by a spa-like experience. We designed it so that it'd be able to fit a California king and 2 oversized nightstands. And where we took away space from the primary bedroom, we added every bit of it back into the primary bath. The sage color of these walls and the depth that you get with the lime wash paint juxtaposed against these beautiful vanities, and again carrying with the Cipollino marble, the white oak, and lastly, one of the most beautiful things is this waterfall-like shower. Using this zealage tile and this brown sugar color makes it so intimate, similar to those hues that you would find in nature. As you walk out to the backyard, you're greeted by this oasis. The idea behind it is that you're supposed to feel like you're in a retreat. We used this beautiful aggregate, and it really ties the space together. We were able to create a beautiful feature out of this pool by changing the level around it. It serves both as a water feature and a fountain, and at the same time, it is actually a pool. That's it for our tour. I hope you enjoyed my design. I can't wait to show you the next one.
Coming up in just a bit, townhouse, penthouse living in the West Village with my colleague, Ryan Serhant. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in the West Village at this incredible 4-level corner townhouse penthouse that is something to see. I can vouch for the fabulousness of this home myself, as it's one of my own listings with Serhant. And since I'm here with you, who better to show it off than in-demand broker and friend Ryan Serhant? He takes us around this well over 7,400 square foot home that even on a gray, snowy day is bright and airy and just stunning. Show them why, Ryan. Take it away.
People always say to me, I want a mansion, but I want it in the West Village. And usually I have to say, there's nothing available until now. Welcome to Penthouse East at 601 Washington Street in the West Village. 7,500 square feet, over 4 floors, 6 bedrooms, 6 full bathrooms. So let's start on this main floor. So this is your main living floor. This is your experience. The stairs are literally floating, and the staircase ends up becoming an art piece. Easy to do when you have 16.5-foot ceilings. I also think that maybe for the right purchaser, we can negotiate some of this stuff, like this furniture. Ooh, am I allowed to touch this chair? Probably not. You know when you're a little kid and you're running around and you blow on the dandelions? That's what these lights are. Don't blow. You want to peek outside? It just snowed, because it snows in New York this year for some reason. All of these doors open, they slide. I've got plunge pools, I have hot tubs, I have 1,700 square feet of exterior space. This wraparound terrace is pretty incredible. This island is actually so big that it's not an island. You know what I'm gonna call it? I'm gonna call it a continent. I'm gonna use that now going forward, just made that up. You've got an incredible wine cooler here, Miele ovens and microwaves and speed ovens, tons and tons of uppers, lowers, and also very, very classic. No pulls, beautiful lacquer with a really light color palette because you get so much light here. If you're ready, let's go downstairs. Welcome to the lower level in this amazing penthouse. So this floor has 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, this incredible family room, living room space, hangout space, and then you've got a little outdoor space too, little balcony, get a little bit of fresh air. Let's go see some of the bedrooms. This room you don't give to somebody who doesn't like sunshine and happiness, because that's all you're gonna get here. Bathroom is gorgeous, so much closet space, and then this wall, this is not wallpaper, this is paint. Oh my, that's a dragonfly. Let's go upstairs to the primary floor. We got 2 more floors to go, come on. Now this is where the scale of this home really starts to impress me. I see that fireplace, that mantle, that backlit piece of art, the lighting, these windows, this view. Like, this is where you rule the world from. I got closets on closets on closets. I got closets that have babies with other closets to make little kid closets. And then look at this, just look at this bathroom. The vanity, extra long, 2 sinks, 2 rain shower heads, floating tub, all protected, and it's basically a spa. Now let's head up to the pinnacle floor of the penthouse. And here we are. You're at the top of the house, the top of the rock. This is your hangout space. This is where you're sitting down and you're watching your favorite movies or TV shows like Open House. And then you have your last terrace with your own hot tub right over the waterfront. And that's Penthouse East at 601 Washington in the West Village. I'm Ryan Serhant. Thanks for coming on this tour with me. And if you're interested, well, you know who to contact. Sarah, take it from here.
Thanks for the tour, Ryan. I couldn't have done it better myself. When we come back, bold design in Nomad. We'll see you in just a few. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with interior designer Amir Khandwala, who shows us one of his newest projects. This 3,000 square foot apartment in Nomad with expansive views of the city skyline and beyond. The design is an impressive mix of tranquility and boldness. Enjoy.
I'm Amir Khandwala. Welcome to our Nomad 2 project. This 3,100 square foot apartment is all about art and entertainment. Now allow us to share how we brought this vision to life. Follow me. The purpose of this entry hall is to simply take your breath away. We started with a color blue. We took inspiration from this art. But we didn't just paint it, we lacquered it. It has 8 coats of lacquer that took 3 months to make. In playing with scale, we continued with a large round mirror and a custom credenza designed by our firm. Good design should always have an element of surprise. We designed this perforated Korean door, which provides a hint of what is yet to come. This great room consists of the living, dining, and kitchen. In the living room, we wanted to feature the views and to keep it open to the rest of the great room. Since this apartment is designed around entertainment, the living room has ample seating and an easy flow. We started by designing this generous sofa with a graceful contour in my favorite color blue. We then designed the custom coffee tables that provides ample surfaces for hors d'oeuvres and drinks. We added the antique mirror tops on our coffee tables to bring in some old world charm. The armchairs are not only comfortable, but they also swivel for easy conversations. We added the bench for additional seating. And for an element of continuity, we chose matching chandeliers for the living and dining area. We designed this space for dining and lounging. We designed this sumptuous banquette and paired it with very comfortable leather chairs. We chose a table that's both handsome and functional, with soft edges and ample legroom. For a space to function well, we always recommend 4 levels of lighting. Downlights from the ceiling, pendant lights or chandeliers, wall sconces, and lastly lamps. And the purpose of lighting here is also to illuminate our client's art collection. So here we turned a liability into an asset by turning this load-bearing column into a feature. We did that by cladding the column in Korean panels and shelves with built-in lighting. We chose Korean here because of durability, softness, and fluidity. This 3,100 square foot apartment has 2 bedrooms, a California-inspired guest bedroom, and this main bedroom. We selected soft grays, eggplant, and lavender for our client's bedroom palette. And then we designed a custom bed with wings in a soft boucle fabric so you feel embraced. And we designed these custom nightstands to fit perfectly within the wings. As with the whole apartment, lighting is very important, and we found this beautiful chandelier made out of sailcloth. And finally, we designed this wall of cabinets with a built-in desk. Design has the power to enrich lives through collaboration, and this is a beautiful example of when designers, clients, and craft people come together in perfect harmony. And it has been my pleasure to share it with you.
Coming up, we're at this apartment featuring an architectural interpretation of a treehouse. Curious? We'll see you in just a few. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're at one of the more unique homes you'll ever see. Architect Andrew Hyde has created something of a legend in the West Village, one often seen from the street through the building's glass facade, but rarely experienced firsthand. And it's dubbed the urban treehouse. See why.
Growing up in Oregon, nature was a huge inspiration for me to become an architect. And I also feel that there's so much nature missing in our modern life. I'm Andrew Hyde. I'm the founding principal of No Architecture based in New York City. Welcome to the Urban Treehouse here in the West Village. Come on in and I'll show you around. As soon as you walk in, you realize that this is not the modernist white box that the rest of this building looks like. This is a very different palette of materials. It's very organic, it's very warm, it's very muted, it's very natural. Off of the main entry space is this pantry area where we continue the use of natural materials like the exposed concrete, the stone, the wood, and a sense of compression before we enter into the main double height living space. This is the release. This is the wow factor. This is why we call it the urban treehouse. In every direction you see windows, and your eye goes out to the natural landscape and the river and the horizon beyond. Because of this dramatic scale, from the outside, these tree houses look like a public work of art. The two tree houses help define the different spaces here. The lower, larger one is the living space. The taller, more narrow one is the dining space over here next to the kitchen. And the original concept was for a much more enclosed structure. We realized we had to make something much more transparent and light, and hence the netting became really important for that. Like a giant piece of furniture, the tree houses are meant to be sat on, slept on, interacted with in a very active, dynamic way. The clients love to entertain here, have people jump up and down on the nets, and to enjoy the whole city space through these 22-foot glass windows. Under the second treehouse is a dining space that is then connected to the main kitchen. For the dining area, we wanted something very intimate. I chose this Aero-Serhant dining table surrounded by Danish Morgensen chairs because of the lightness of the structure and the cantilevered quality they bring. Surrounding this dining table are these large concrete fiber-reinforced planters that create this relationship between the trees on the outside and the trees on the inside. After all, what is a treehouse without trees? The urban treehouse for me is a really important project because it represents the spiritual harmony between architecture and nature. I hope you enjoy taking a look at this dream project of mine. Thanks so much for coming.
Did you enjoy this episode of Open House? If so, click the subscribe button to enjoy more tours of luxurious spaces.